looks like I'm spreading anhydrous today. Grandpa just got a new tank and looks like he's getting started rolling there. He brought the skid steer up here. There was some brush that fell in the field, so he's cleaning that up, and I'm gonna put on some anhydrous and get something done today here at the 80. So no field cultivating today. Looks like that'll be tomorrow's problem. Either that or we'll move somewhere else with the anhydrous applicator and put on some more smoke. I don't know. We'll just have to see how we get along here. I should be able to get this done this afternoon. Should be and will is two different stories though, so as usual we'll just see what happens. Well, we're spreading. Starting me up here, there's a ditch down there he's wanting to fix, but he got a bunch of that down there spread and he's got that back part spread. So I'm out here on the flat and he's got me running off the outback today. Once a straight line, so got that hooked up and rolling. Really ain't hard when you got bean plumage to follow. Just follow that and you'll have a pretty straight row. Putting on some Anhydrous here, kind of squaring things up, because there's that right there that's spread, and there's that right there, and I got this in the middle to do. So put these Anhydrous on, I'll be a little more square. Be a little easier to tell how I'm gonna be able to spread it. Well, I'm getting close to being done here on the flat. That's what it's been spread already, so getting closer to being done with this farm. Much left. I'm going to make one pass here, then I'll have a little corner to do right there at the end of this waterway. Then this field will be done. I figured I'd run out before I got done, but I have just enough to finish this field up, so that's good. But when Grandpa started, he brought a tank with him, but it still had quite a bit in it, so he was able to put on a good amount. That helps out. Kind of sucks having to get a tank just for not even an acre. But that's what you run into. So this field's done, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the valves off on these tanks. I'll turn the valves off here. Then I'm going to make a pass around this corner here. They'll drain the hose, and I'll drain the tower. That way, when we unhook, we ain't got to worry about anything coming out. Or if anything, it'll just lessen the amount that might come out. So, kind of a safety procedure Grandpa told me to do. So, anything to be safe around this stuff, because that's pretty dangerous stuff to be dealing with. But just take time and be safe, and that'll save you from a lot of trouble. Well, we're done, so fold her up. Head her up to the flat up there, unhook the tank, and pull this out of the way. That way, when he comes to get the tank in the morning, it's out of the way. Because I'm pretty sure Bansel is closed. If he's still there, he's probably just finishing filling up tanks, so I ain't gonna even worry about bothering him. So we'll take the tank back in the morning, or he will, because he'll go up to Monticello and drink coffee in the morning. So he can get it on his way by. Now I got the rig up here on flat, so unhook this tank. It ain't the most fuel efficient farm truck, but it's a good looking farm truck, other than the rust on the back of the bed. But every good farm truck's got to have some rust in it. That's just part of the deal. Grandpa left his lunchbox in the tractor, but I'm gonna head to the farm. So right now, all the anhydrous for home is done. Everything at the actual home farm's done. The Mugi farm, or McNay farm, I guess it is now. It's always been Mugi, but the guy who owns it's McNay, because his wife's family own the ground. But that's besides the point. The Mugi farm's what we still call it. And the Brosey farm and LaGrange all have anhydrous on them. And the 80 here is done. So we're ready to move up north and start anhydrous. But before we do that, I'm going to finish working ground around here that has anhydrous on it. And tomorrow, the way it sounds, I'm going to work that back 20 that we started on. And Grandpa's going to plant behind me just to see if the planter's set and ready to go. And if we have to replant it, it's just 20 acres. Apparently it's supposed to rain and storm Thursday. It's Tuesday now, so we'll just have to see what really happens. But we're going to attempt to plant corn tomorrow, and I'm going to finish working all the anhydrous ground here at home before we move up north and start anything more. Kind of get caught up with everything around here. Then we can work on moving the planter up north as this is getting done. I imagine when he plants the 80, I'll start putting anhydrous on up north to get ahead of him. Then I may start planting beans here at home and he'll take over anhydrous. I don't know. Just have to see how everything works out, how the weather plays out. Pretty much everything we do depends on the weather, so that's farming. But yep, I'm headed to the home farm now. Gonna eat a bite of supper and probably get a few things ready to roll for tomorrow. So hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.